Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 10 3-minute rounds for the vacant WBC Super Middleweight International Silver Championship. This bout is brought to you by Mark Nilsson of Nilsson Boxing in association with John Trethui of TM14 Promotions and proudly sponsored by Zapply and Gladius. This bout is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Your area representative, Chaz Coakley, your inspector ringside, Gary Madden, and your World Boxing Council supervisor, Simon Block, your timekeeper at the bell, Ashley McGill, and your 3 judges scoring ringside, Bernard Oyet, Steve Mertz, and John Lola, and your 3rd person in charge of the action in the ring, referee Sean McAvoy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to all here in your call, are you ready? Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, he's wearing the blue with yellow trim. His official weight of 168 pounds, bang on. He has a record of 19 fights, 8 losses, 1 draw, 10 wins, and 3 of those wins come in by way of knockout. Hailing from Malaga, Spain, introducing Carlos Mena! And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the black, purple, and gold. His official weight of 167.2 pounds. He is currently undefeated with 13 wins, and 3 of those wins come in by way of knockout. Hailing from Romania, fighting out of Barnet, London, England's United Kingdom. Introducing Andrei the Bob Dascalu!
Okay, last 10 round contest. Keep it clean at all times. Keep yourself clean at all times. Touch gloves. Here we go. Good luck, guys. Seconds out, round 1.
Well, this is round 1 of a 10-round contest in the super middleweight division between Andrei Dascalu and Carlos Mena for the WBC International Silver Championship belt. It's been a fantastic night of boxing so far here at the York Hall. I'm joined by Spencer Oliver and Denzel Bentley at the commentary table this evening. I think you can agree, it's probably been one of the best nights this year so far, Spencer. Yeah,
atmosphere's been absolutely electric. We've had some great fights on the undercard of this one as well. Really looking forward to this WBC International Silver Super Middleweight title. Dascalu is unbeaten in 13. 5 of those have come inside the distance. He'll want to keep that unbeaten record, but he's got the stubborn Spaniard in the opposite corner, Carlos Mena. He's tough, and he really fancies us tonight, Mena. Mena's the one on that front foot. He's looking to force the pace here, but takes a massive right hand there. Fudge off the side of the head, but comes back with a good shot of his own.
Nice movement there from Dascalu. He got himself out of trouble quickly, but both fighters landed clean just a few seconds ago, and Mena's got a bit of a spring in his step now.
Yeah, that right hand woke him up, and Dascalu probably wanted to put him to sleep.
Do you know what that does that sometimes though, doesn't it? It's the right hand you need at the beginning of a fight.
Shot there from Carlos Mena to the body and head of Dascalu.
Mena is a very capable guy. Don't read too much into the record with 10 victories and 8 losses. This guy is heavy-handed. He can certainly fight. And I think we've got an absolute barn burner on tonight.
Yep, he looks heavy-handed. He looks very heavy-handed. Dascalu looks to clean the fight out. That's a great combination there from Dascalu.
He's throwing absolutely everything with venomous intention. He moved off nicely there at an angle, and I think he's going to need to use his angles a lot this evening if he's going to avoid those heavy hands of Carlos Mena as we approach the final 45 seconds of the first round in this super middleweight division fight for the International Silver Championship belt.
Dascalu, that's what he needs to do here. Just control the outside of the ring, work everything behind the jab. Use those attributes to your advantage. Find the range with a jab, let the right hand go, because he's got some real sting in that shot as well. But Mena has already proven that he's dangerous and very capable himself.
Last few seconds of the first round of 10 in this super middleweight contest. It's been an incredible first round.
Quality movement there from Dascalu.
Yeah, that was
powerful shots landed by both fighters. Denzel, just talk us through it.
Yeah, I mean, Dascalu landed the first heavy right hand that woke Mena up. Mena came rushing back, landed some good heavy shots on Dascalu that woke him up. And now Dascalu's boxing brilliantly. I mean, he just, right before the bell there, he just had some lovely movement, ducking the hooks, coming up, good on his jab. He puts 3s and 4s together and moves off. So I think he's got his rhythm now, Dascalu.
Yeah, no feeling out process there between both of these guys. Let's take a look at some of the action in that first round. That was Mena really loading up towards the end there, but there was great head movement from Dascalu to make him miss the way that he made him miss. But both guys showing that they're dangerous and capable.
10 seconds.
Referee just tells him to wipe a bit of grease off his face there. They've overloaded a little bit with too much grease, and the referee rightly telling him to wipe it off. Here we go, round number 2.
Mena lands a nice clean left hook and right hand onto Dascalu, goes after him again with the second phase. But he's coming to fight Mena. He's not going to make this an easy night for Dascalu. Dascalu again needs to get back behind his jab, I think, Spencer.
Yeah, Dascalu just needs to stay switched on here, work everything behind that jab, don't take no unnecessary risks, and don't sit in the pocket and get too greedy, because Mena may not have a great technical style, but he's dangerous and heavy-handed. And I'll tell you what, he takes a good shot then, because he just walked one straight on the whiskers there. It landed, beautiful shot, and he ate it up.
Yeah, that was a good shot from Dascalu. Mena just ate it up. He just looked like he had no effect on him.
No,
and he's a stylish fighter as well. When you look at Carlos Mena, he's got some real swag about him too. He's got the confidence, he's taken some decent shots, and just like that, but nice uppercut there through the middle. Spencer, how is he taking them?
well, they're having no effect, to be fair. Mena is obviously a very tough guy. Like, that's where he likes to be. He likes to be in the pocket. He likes to fight at short range to let those wild swings go. But Dascalu, you know, he looks like he has the technical edge. You know, he's got the boxing IQ, and he's doing the right thing at the moment because he's controlling the pace and on the outside. He's working everything at range. And oh, there he allowed Mena to get in, but then both guys trading off. Both guys are tagged. Both guys hurt their dens.
There's big shots going in right now. Both fighters are throwing in big shots.
This is turning into an absolute war. It's hard to tell them apart. Both fighters landed some clean punches.
Lovely shot there from Dascalu.
Beautiful
That
shot
hurt
there from
Mena.
Dascalu.
That's hurt Mena.
Referee's taking a good look at Mena. He's not throwing anything back. And the crowd are going absolutely wild. Dascalu is absolutely relentless in his attack. It's shocking that the referees let this go on. Mena just walks into a clean jab there from Dascalu. I don't know how he's survived that, Spencer.
Yeah, there was a massive onslaught, big right hand again through the middle, and he's hurt even worse. Denzel now, he's looking for something. He's looking for something on the outside, but he's in big trouble here.
He's in big trouble, Spencer, and he's still 35 seconds to go. Referee's taking a look at him again. Dascalu is absolutely relentlessly attacking Carlos Mena with accurate shots. Mena just threw one back, but
Just over 20 seconds left in the round.
What a round we've got here, and look at the character Mena is showing in there. He's come off from a unbelievable entourage of shots, and he's landing shots of his own now.
Last few seconds for both fighters. That was absolutely unbelievable. We cannot see how Carlos Mena survived that round. This man has the heart of a lion, and you know, he's got a chin, Spencer. We're almost speechless here.
I've got to tell you though, Carlos Mena has survived the onslaught, you know, and that would have taken a lot out of Andrei Dascalu. He put on a big effort there. He threw a lot of shots, and trust me, that would have taken a lot out of him. I know he's standing in that corner and all that, but he's got to keep switched on here, Dascalu.
I mean, let's just look at the replay here, Denzel.
You see Dascalu looking for something. He's lining up.
Quarters, 10 seconds.
Some big shots coming in from both of those guys there.
Seconds out, round 3.
Mena was the one that come off worse. Let's see what happens here.
Well, he's come out swinging, Carlos Mena, in the third round of 10 of this super middleweight contest for the WBC International Silver Belt. Dascalu put on an absolute masterclass in the last round, but was not able to get Carlos Mena out of there.
I tell you what, Mena's come out with some purpose though. Like, he's really loading up with the shots. He's on the front foot again. He's really testing the character of Dascalu here.
Clipped a nice right hand onto the chin of Dascalu. Dascalu took it well.
Massive right hand through the middle, and Dascalu dropping. He's got to be careful there, Fred. Like, dropping your hands like that, like all that kidology, you haven't hurt me, and all of that one. This is one of those fights where you go, Dascalu has to control the space very well here. Massive right hand from Dascalu as well. This is a real seesaw of a contest. Both guys getting nailed. At some point, there's a pain threshold for everyone here. At some point, you can't continue like that for 10 rounds.
You can't. I mean, this fight may not go 10 rounds. If it does, credit to both men, but they're both throwing in big shots. Dascalu's obviously had his man in Mena hurt. You know, just in the last round, we're yet to see Dascalu hurt, but we have seen him take some big shots. So, you know that can take effect, you know, as the fight goes on.
I'm just sensing Dascalu slightly slowing down in this round. He's landed a nice couple of shots there, but Carlos Mena is definitely the more aggressive come-forward fighter in this round. I think he's picked up the pace, and Dascalu slightly slowed down for me, Spence.
He sort of had to, didn't he? Like, it was the pace was too much. You'd be superhuman to be able to keep that pace up. It was not like it was a massive output of punches, but they were loading up with them as well. That takes a lot of energy as the both guys trading blows above us here. Poor old Denzel Bentley just got splattered with spray. Luckily, it weren't blood too early on in the contest. That's happened before, by the way, as well.
Happened before.
Yeah, great action here in this third round, 40 seconds to go. It's been a round where neither guy's really stamped their authority, but they're both loading up still.
Dascalu relying on his footwork to get him out of trouble. It seems to be working, but he's finding himself on the ropes a bit too often for my liking here, Spencer.
Yeah, he's just like Denzel said there, he would have put a lot of effort into those first couple of rounds there, and Dascalu will have to recharge the batteries a little bit, you know. He's got to be careful he doesn't blow a gasket too early, because...
Well, I'm seeing blood from someone coming out there.
I think that's from the nose of Mena.
Yeah, that is from the nose of Mena. And you would suspect that. But that was a tough fight. So far, 3 rounds gone, 3 entertaining rounds. Dascalu probably won the rounds, but I've got to say, Carlos Mena has surprised me. I wasn't expecting him to be as rough, rugged, tough, you know, as he is. It's been a great fight so far, and we just don't know what's going to happen in this one. What twists and turns are there? Talk us through the replay then. So, I mean, it's been incredible so far.
This is when Mena had his success.
Corners,
And then
10
he dropped his hands
seconds.
to say he didn't hurt me, but he was lucky to get away with that roll when he brought the left hook, because you don't do that, especially being back into the corner. That is a dangerous move to pull.
4.
Well, we're in round 4 of 10 of what has been a sensational fight so far in the super middleweight division for the WBC International Silver Championship. Both Carlos Mena and Andrei Dascalu have gone absolutely hammer and tong in this fight. Both fighters landing clean, heavy shots so far.
Well, it's a good onslaught here from Mena now. He's landed a couple of good shots. I tell you what, he's dangerous in there. It's rough, it's rugged, it's crude. There's nothing attractive about it. It's like he's having a street fight, but it's effective.
Yeah, it is effective, and he's spiteful.
That's exactly it, Denzel. He's got so much spite in those punches. Absolutely everything he's throwing is with venomous intent.
But this is where Dascalu doesn't want to be. He's in the pocket a little bit here. It's a bit too close for me, and he's allowing his opponent to get off with the shots. He's got the reach, the height and reach advantage. Use those attributes to your advantage, because this is where Mena wants to be. He wants to be in the centre of the ring, locking horns.
Good right hand there from Mena.
Well, he's chased it.
Under pressure.
He's chased Dascalu down from rope to rope here as Mena.
Dascalu's got to be careful. He keeps pulling back with his head high.
But that's exactly what we need to see from Dascalu. He just landed some 4 nice clean shots there from behind his jab.
Oh, lovely uppercut from Dascalu as well. Showing a lot of character in there, isn't he? He hasn't been tested like this before. 13-0 before this one, but this is turning out to be his toughest fight for the WBC International Super Middleweight title. Both guys putting it all on the line here in round number 4.
Oh,
that's a beautiful right hand there from Dascalu.
He's in big trouble. Big trouble. The legs are gone.
In trouble. Oh, Mena's in trouble. Oh, big right hand from Dascalu.
Well, referee's taking a look at him. Taking a good look at Mena here.
The referee needs to jump in here. He's in desperate trouble. How has he got through this?
You're under a minute left in this round.
Dascalu's been absolutely sensational in this round. I don't know how Carlos Mena is still standing, but he's taken some clean shots. His legs have buckled. Can he survive the next 35 seconds of this round?
I think he's going to weather the storm. I'm going to be honest. This guy is as tough as they come. What a fight we have here. Where is Mena finding it from? He has taken some serious punishment in this round, and he's still on his feet.
Well, that's the 10-second cracker. Can Mena survive this? This is absolutely unbelievable. And he's still fighting back, and he's still landing his heavy shots.
What a round. Wow. What a round.
Carlos Mena walks back to the corner, the red corner, which is directly above us. His legs were like he was walking on stilts, and the corner have got some serious work to do there. Let's take a look at some of the action in that 4th round. This is where it all started. A short shot there, big shot from Carlos Mena. He was having a lot of success in the round.
Well, I think Dascalu felt the pace of that one. He sat down on his stool for this round, Spence.
Yeah, so he should. That has been 4 grueling rounds. Action-packed rounds, that really has. I mean, both guys leaving it all in the ring
10
there.
seconds.
What a performance. And we have blood splattered absolutely everywhere in here. It's over my book, over my microphone. That tells you what's going on. The referee has asked to wipe the grease off the face again here of Carlos Mena. I've got to be honest, if I was a referee, I'd let him grease it up as much as he wants. The way these two are throwing bombs in there, you got to give the guy a chance. That is as tough as it comes.
Well, we're in for a real treat in round 5 of this 10-round contest in the super middleweight division. It's been a sensational night of boxing so far here at the York Hall. We are live on TalkSport with Nielsen Boxing in association with TM14 Promotions, with our proud sponsors, Zappley. And it couldn't have been better so far, Spencer. It's been 50-50 fights all night long, and this has just been the pinnacle of tonight.
Well, do you know what it is, Preo? I don't know which way this one's going to go, because yes, Dascalu is winning this fight. He's got the range, he's got the target and everything else. But Carlos Mena, he's some character, man. He has weathered the storm, and you still don't know which way it's going to go.
Well, the crowd are on fire here at York Hall. This has been one hell of a night for us here. And Carlos Mena, I'm quite speechless with his performance this evening. He's taken some shots that, for a lesser man, would have stopped this contest already. He's just come back with 2 shots of his own, slightly neutralised by the footwork of Dascalu Tencel. But my God, what a contest!
What a contest has been. Mena's shown tremendous heart. Dascalu's shown tremendous skill, and they're both, throwing in big shots. I mean, you can see what the fight means. Look at the crowd going wild. The crowd haven't been quiet all fight. They've been loud because they're enjoying it, just like we are.
Yeah, they are. They're all on their feet as well, which is a good thing. Another right hand slams into the head there of Mena. How does he keep taking it and coming back the way that he does?
I think Carlos Mena is like the Terminator. No matter what you shoot at him, he's going to just recover and come back.
Yeah, he's what they call a freak of nature. You get them in the game where they just come, you go like, just when you think he's on his way out, he's at his most dangerous. And that seems to be the case right here, right now. He's dangerous, and Dascalu has to stay switched on here. He has to control the range of this fight, because that is instrumental in winning and losing.
And another cracking right hand there from Dascalu. I have no idea how Carlos Mena has taken that, and he's still coming back.
Oh, big right hands through the middle, and the uppercuts, and the legs are gone again here for Mena. Where is he finding it to stay on his feet? God only knows how he's taking these shots.
Nice uppercut there from Dascalu.
Yeah, punishing round again here for Carlos Mena. He's been on the end of a lot of punishment, and you just sense, Denzel, that he may have just got a foothold of this now, Dascalu. Yeah, he's been winning all the rounds, but he's been looking, a little bit vulnerable at times, and also Mena has been looking very dangerous at times. But there, for the first time in the contest, I thought Dascalu seems to have got hold of the situation here.
Yeah, you're right. Mena's he's looked dangerous throughout the fight up until this point, and Dascalu right now seems like he's found, not his rhythm, but he seems like he's found a way to tame Mena. He's hurt him a couple times, he's in the lead. Mena's obviously tired, he's shattered, he's been hurt, he's not the same fight he was 4 rounds ago, but Dascalu's still picking up the pace, he's still throwing combinations, and he's got hold of this fight, like you said.
There's some of the action in that 5th round.
Corners, 10 seconds.
Dascalu, for me, winning another round. My scorecard really not telling the story, because I've got Dascalu winning all these rounds. But what a tough guy Carlos Mena has been so far. What's going to happen? Here we go, second half of the contest.
Well, this is round 6 of a 10-round contest in the super middleweight division between Andrei Dascalu and Carlos Mena, and what an absolute war it has been so far. We don't know quite how either fighter is still in there, but Carlos Mena has showed the heart of an absolute lion. But I think, Denzel, what you said earlier on, Dascalu's now starting to find the technique to tame the animal in Carlos Mena. And Mena is down! Dascalu's finally dropped him. Referee issuing a standing 8 count, and Carlos Mena does not look like he's getting up anytime soon. Referee waves it off. Just 45 seconds into the 6th round of this contest. How this is going to happen earlier, we have no idea. But Dascalu's corner is absolutely delighted. Just need to wait for the doctor
Well, just doing a good job of attending to Carlos. Mena there, what an effort that guy put up. I don't know where he was finding the resilience to be taking those shots, because they were heavy shots right from the opening bell, and he had a lot of success himself as well. Well done, Andrei Dascalu, but what a tough fight that was. Wow, that was really something, just looking at...
And the sportsmanship from Andrei Dascalu as he just comes over to help lift his opponent up. There was absolutely no shame in that victory whatsoever. Carlos Mena, you did yourself proud, sir. Yeah,
he certainly did. And just as you was talking about that, there we see the finishing shots, the straight right hand through the middle, the second one done the job, and that was the shot that he was getting hit with repeatedly through this contest. And they finally broke him in round number 6. What a contest we had there between two guys that left it all in the ring for our entertainment. Great stuff, great effort by the Spaniard Carlos Mena. It weren't his night tonight, but boy, he can go home proud.
Well, the crowd are going absolutely wild here at York Hall as Andrei Dascalu is victorious with a 6-round stoppage of Carlos Mena. We'll just wait for the MC to make the decision official. Carlos Mena just being tended to by the doctor. And he's up off his stool. What an absolute hero he is. He's shown the heart of a lion.
Yes, he has, and what entertainment we've had here tonight at the historic York Hall in Bethnal Green. Another amazing night of boxing, and what a finish that was for the WBC International Silver Super Middleweight title. Both guys leaving it all in the ring. Credit to both of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time. 47 seconds of round number 6. Your winner by knockout and your new WBC Super Middleweight International Silver Champion, Andrei the